Hello. Good morning. Again, I am putting this here as a warning. This game is not suitable for young or easily disturbed audiences and contains depictions of upsetting situations and topics. I was gonna play Water Park Simulator today, but I wanted to get back to this because I kind of left it last time. So, yeah, let's just do it. Oh, wait, what are these? Oh. Huh. Oh, I got new stuff. Oh, I got the poems here. Oh, wait, is that concept art? Oh, wait, that's cool. I haven't really explored this. None of them. I... That's... None of them are my type. So I've just been doing, like, the poems and stuff based on what I want to pick. I think that's where I was. I don't think it's too much to ask. I think that Sarah and Monica have been trying really hard to get new members. Oh. Still not sure if any of them would be my favorite, even as, like, friends. I'm not sure. I don't know. Yeah. I also don't like, with a visual novel, if I don't... first off, I don't really play them. And second off, the thing is, I can't relate to, like, any of them. That's like the biggest thing is I personally can't really relate to, like, any of the characters. So I guess that's why as well. I think Sarah and Monica have been trying really hard to get new members. At least the least we can do is help them out a bit. Well, maybe, but looks like Natsuki doesn't have any arguments left. Ooh. Okay, fine. I guess I'll just have to get it over with. Alright! Phew. Thanks, Natsuki. What about you, Yuri? Yuri dejectedly glances around at everyone else's expectant faces. Sigh. I guess I don't really have a choice. Aha, that's everyone. You're the best, Yuri. This club is seriously going to be the death of me. Oh gosh, you'll be fine, Yuri. But anyway, let's move on to the main event. I want each of you to choose a poem of yours. We're going to practice reciting them in front of each other. No way! Monica, this is too sudden. But if you can't recite your poems in front of the club, how do you expect to do it in front of strangers? Oh no. Don't worry. I'll start off to help everyone feel a little more comfortable. Can I go next? Ahaha, of course. Now let's see. Monica flips through her notebook to the specific poem she had in mind for herself. She stands behind the podium. The title of this poem is The way they fly. Ahem. Monica begins reciting her poem. Her clear, confident voice fills the room. More than that, her inflection is pristine. She knows exactly how to apply emotion behind each line she recites, bring the words to life. Is there something Is this something she's done before, or is she simply a natural? I glance around me. Everyone has their eyes on Monica. Sayori looks amazed. Yuri has an intense expression on her face that I don't understand. Finally, Monica finishes the recitation. The four of us applaud. Monica takes a breath and smiles. That was so good, Monica! Ahaha, thank you very much. I was just hoping to set a good example. Are you ready to go next, Sayori? I'll go next. Yeah. I imagine with like this exact expression. Wow, Yuri's fired up all of a sudden. Yuri clutches a sheet of paper between her hands and stands up. Keeping her head down, she walks quietly over to the podium. Those poems called... Yuri anxiously glances at us. You can do it, Yuri. It's called... After image of a crimson eye. There we go. Yuri's voice shakes as she starts reading the poem. Just a moment ago, she practically refused to do this. Why is she suddenly putting in so much effort? As Yuri gets past the first couple of lines, her voice changes. It's almost like what happens when Yuri gets absorbed in her books. It's fine. Her quivering words transform into the sharp syllables of a fierce and confident woman. The poem is full of twists and turns in its structure that she enunciates with perfect timing. This must be a rare glimpse into the whirling fire Yuri keeps concealed inside her head. Suddenly she finishes. Everyone is stunned. Yuri snaps back into reality and glances around her as if she bewildered even herself. It's up to me to save the situation. I'm the first to start applauding. Everyone joins me afterwards and give Yuri the recognition she deserves. It's not that we didn't want to applaud for her, but we were caught off guard that we were caught so off guard that we must have forgotten. As we applaud, Yuri holds the poem to her chest and rushes back into her seat. Yuri, that was really good. Thank you for sharing. It looks like Yuri is down for the count. Okay, I guess I'm next then. Sayori hops out of her chair and cheerfully walks to the podium. This one's called My Meadow. Sorry, I giggled. Sayori, it's a lot harder than I thought. How did you guys do it so easily? Try not to think of it like you're reciting it. Like you're reciting to other people. Imagine you're reciting it to yourself, like in front of a mirror in your own head. It's your poem, so it'll come out the best that way. I see. Okay then. Sayori begins her poem. Somehow it feels like her soft voice was made as a perfect match. The poem isn't aimlessly cheery like Sayori is. It's serene and bittersweet. If I were to read this on paper, I probably wouldn't think much of it, but hearing it come from Sayori's voice almost gives it a whole new meaning. I know. Maybe this is what Sayori meant when she said she likes my poems. It's like I get to reach more deeply into... It's like I get to reach more deeply into someone I thought I knew through and through. Okay, I really should get my glasses, but I'm not gonna. What did it say? Sayori finishes and we applaud. I did it! Good job, Sayori. Even Keru liked it. I guess that's a good sign. What does that even mean? It came out nicely, Sayori. The atmosphere of the poems fits you really nicely. But it might be that other poems wouldn't quite work as well with that kind of delivery. I don't really understand. In other words, I've seen poems of yours where that sort of gentle delivery wouldn't work as well. They might need a little more force behind them, depending on what you're reading. Oh, I know what you mean. Well, I've been practicing that kind of thing. It's just kind of embarrassing to do in front of everyone. The next time I'm going to make you pick a poem that challenges you a little more. We don't have much time before the festival, you know. Okay. Now who's next? Natsuki? Don't make me go before Keru. It's not like I can compare you guys anyway. I might as well let Keru lower everyone's standards a little before I have to do it. Natsuki, it's fine. I might as well get it over with. But it's not like I have much of a selection of what to read. I'll just have to go with what I wrote for today. I stand up and step in front of the podium. Everyone has their eyes on me, making me feel terribly awkward. Oh man, I can't imagine everybody looking at you through some kind of screen. I recite my poem. Since I'm not exactly confident in my own writing, it's hard to put energy into it. Despite that, once I finish, I receive applause anyway. I'm sorry I'm not really as good as everyone else. Don't worry about it so much. I think it's less about your abilities and more about your lack of confidence in your writing. That's something that'll improve over time though. Yeah, maybe. Alright then. Just leaves you, Natsuki. Yeah, I'm going. Natsuki begrudgingly gets out of her seat and makes her way to the podium. I know. This poem is called, why are you all looking at me? Because you're presenting? Anyway, this poem's called Jump. Natsuki takes a breath. Once she starts reciting the poem, her sour attitude disappears a little. While she's still a little unenthused, her poem has a rhythm and rhyme to it. It's Natsuki's trademark style, and it works surprisingly well when spoken aloud. The words feel like they bounce up and down as if giving life to the poem. Natsuki finishes and everyone applauds. And everyone clapped. She huffs back to her seat. That wasn't so bad, was it? Easy for you to say. You'd better not make me do that again. Well, at least... Yeah, do you at least feel prepared enough to recite a poem in front of other people? I mean, doing it in front of other people will be way easier. I can put on whatever face I want for other people. But when it's just my friends, it's just embarrassing. Oh. Yeah, have a good lurk. I just had my timer for stretch and posture check and stuff go off. I told you I set one. It felt like a waste doing it the first second of the stream, so I didn't want to. There we go. That's a surprise, Natsuki. I think it would be the other way around for me. Well, that's just how it is, so... Well, I guess in that case... You don't have much to worry about for the festival. That said, I want to... I just drank water, what the hell? That said, I just want to thank everyone for coming through. It might be hard, but I hope that you all have an idea of what it's like now. Make sure you pick a poem and get enough practice before the festival, okay? I'll be making pamphlets, so let me know ahead of time what you'll be reciting. Jeez, I should probably find some other poem to recite instead. That's fine too. It doesn't have to be your own. I'm already pleasantly surprised that you're putting in all this effort for the club. It makes me really happy. Yeah, no problem. Okay, everyone. I think that's about it for today. I know the festival's coming up, but let's try to write poems for tomorrow as well. It's been working out really nicely so far, so I'd like to continue that. As for the festival, we'll finish planning tomorrow and then we'll have the weekend to prepare. Monday's the big day. I can't wait. I can do this. All right. I stand up. There's no way I'll be able to find the same enthusiasm as Sayori and Monica, but I'll do my best to get through it. If it's for the sake of the club and impressing Monica, oh, we're after Monica now apparently, then I'll have to do my best. Ready to go, Sayori? Yep. I keep forgetting the voices I'm giving people. Hello, welcome. Look at you two, always going home together like that. It's kind of adorable, isn't it? Jeez, guys, don't make such a big deal out of it. It must be a little nice, though. Well, how am I supposed to respond to that? It's okay, Keru, you don't have to say it. Whatever, let's go already. I walk home with Sayori once more. Even though it's only been a few days, a lot of things have already changed. But for today, Sayori is being a little quieter than usual on the way home. Oh my god, I feel like I'm tripping over my words. Hey Sayori. Sorry, I was spacing out. Ah, no wonder. I was thinking about something from earlier. I like how we get to, Sayori fumbles with her words. So, let's just say that one day Yuri asked to walk home with you. Huh? What would you do? What kind of question's that? You're kind of putting me on the spot here. It would be polite. You can walk home with more than one person if you both live in the same direction. And I already know that yeah. Walking home with Yuri, huh? Why does the thought of that make my heart pound? Given how hard it is for her to socialize, I would feel awful turning her down, so... Isn't she so beautiful and smart? That has nothing to do with what I just said. Ahaha, you admitted it. Jeez, there's not even any point in speculating something that's never going to happen. Well, maybe, but I just like to think about it. It's not long before you won't need me anymore, you know? Need you? Sorry, I can't figure out how you're seeing things in your head right now. Sorry. Everyone's different. Nobody in the club is a replacement for you. If you say so. The conversation trails off and I'm left feeling awkward. But it's a kind of her fault for trapping me with such a weird question. I just can't lie to her, but if there's something that makes her happy, I would hate to take that away from her. That's why I said there's no point in speculating. Then again, the festival is only a few days away. Who knows what'll happen in that time? Who knows? Pink. Friends. Awesome. Cute. Poof. Sing. Dance. Daydream. Rainbow. Marshmallow. Flying. Peaceful. Sweet. Chocolate. Silly. Cheer. Kitty. Hair. Sugar. Shiny. Oh man. I'm the last one here again. Don't worry, I just walked into. Were you practicing piano again? Yeah. You must have a lot of determination. Starting this club and now picking up piano. Well, maybe not determination, but I guess passion. Remember that the club wouldn't be here if it wasn't for all of you. And I'm super happy that you're all willing to help out with the festival too. I can't wait for the festival. It's gonna be great. Eh? Weren't you complaining about it just yesterday, Natsuki? Well, yeah. I'm not talking about your part for the festival. But it's a whole day of school where we get to play and eat all kinds of delicious food. You sound a bit like Sayori all of a sudden. Monica, do they usually have fried squid? Squid? That's a pretty specific thing for you to look forward to. Oh, come on. Are you saying you don't like squid? You of all people? I don't understand. I didn't say I didn't like it. Besides, what do you mean you of all people? Because it's right in your name, Monica. It's not how you say my name at all. Yeah, it is. Also, the joke makes no sense in translation. Ah, never mind. Let's just focus on our own event for now, okay? Heh, fine. Your reactions aren't as funny as Yuri or Sayori's anyway. Excuse me. Where's Sayori anyway? Oh, there you are. Sayori's sitting at a desk in the corner of the room, looking down at something. I walk over to her. Hey, Sayori. I have my hand in front of her face. She's spacing out again. Oh, sorry. Don't mind me. You can go talk to everyone else. Huh? Is everything alright? Of course. Why wouldn't it be? It just feels like you're a little off. Sorry for assuming things. Jeez, you worry too much about me. I'm fine, see? Sayori shows me a big smile. Don't let me distract you from having fun with everyone. Alright, if you say so. I worriedly glance at Sayori before turning back to everyone else. But the conversation's already dispersed with everyone back at their usual activities. Maybe I should ask Monica if she's noticed anything about Sayori recently. Since they've been preparing for the festival, they must be spending a lot of time together. I timidly approach Monica, who is shuffling through some papers at her desk. Geru, what's up? Hey, this might sound a little strange, but have you noticed anything with Sayori recently? Anything up with her? In what way do you mean? I mean, I'm reading into it a little too much, but she seems a little downcast today. Oh, you think so? I can't say I've noticed anything about her. Monica peers across the room at Sayori, who is idly dragging a rubber eraser up and down her desk. Maybe there's something on her mind. But I'm surprised I'm not the one asking you, Geru. You certainly know her a lot better than I do. Yeah, but she's never really like this. She's always talked to me about things that bothered her. But this time when I asked her, she was really dismissive. Sorry, I know it's not your problem. I just wanted to ask if you knew anything, so I'll drop it now. No. It's important to me too. I mean, I'm also friends with her. And I also care about the well-being of my club members, you know? Maybe I'll try talking to her myself. Hey, are you sure about that? Seems like she wanted to be left alone. You sure? Maybe she just had a hard time bringing it up with the person of interest. Person of interest? What do you mean by that? I'm saying maybe the thing on her mind is you, Geru. Me? How on earth would you come to that conclusion? Well, I probably shouldn't say too much, but Sayori talks about you more than anything else, you know. She's been so much happier ever since you joined the club. It's like an extra light was turned on inside of her. What? No way. There is always like that. She's always been full of sunshine. It's not any different now than it has been. You're so funny, Geru. Have you thought that maybe you've always seen her as so cheerful because that's just how she is when she's around you? I said too much. I'm sorry, what do I know anyway? I don't mean to jump to conclusions, so you should just forget about what I said. I'll try talking to her, so try not to think about it for now, okay? Alright. Monica smiles meaningfully. I know she said to forget about it, but I already know that I won't be able to get her words out of my head. Monica stands up from her desk and walks across the room to where Sayori is sitting. I watch her kneel down next to Sayori and gently talk to her. But she's keeping her voice so quiet that I can't hear her from here. I sigh and sit myself down. I know Sayori told me not to worry about her and have fun with everyone else. But that's impossible for me to do when she's behaving like this. Exactly how much do I care about her? That's that I'm letting this weigh me down so much. Now it feels like I'm the one behaving out of the ordinary. But there's nothing I can do besides wait for Monica. Okay, everyone. After some time passes, Monica calls out to the club room. Why don't we share our poems now? Before I know it, everything is back to normal. Everyone goes to retrieve their poems, and I do the same. I make eye contact with Monica, and she smiles at me. I wonder what she was talking about with Sayori. Who should I show my poem to first? I think the order I did previously was Natsuki, Sayori, Yuri, Monica. So I'm gonna stick to it. Let's see. You're certainly enthusiastic today. Of course. You know I like your writing. I'm just surprised. Oh, wait, what was that? Okay. It seemed like you had a lot of trouble admitting that before. Well, of course. I just had to put you in your place a little bit. It's not like, it's not like I was shy or anything stupid like that, or jealous. I really wasn't jealous. Just because you happen to be good at writer, that's such a dumb thing to get jealous about. Natsuki, what? You're not very confident about your writing, are you? Eh? What are you talking about? My writing is obviously the best, right? It took me a while to figure out, but I think I finally did. Maybe Natsuki acts so arrogant because she's trying to make up for her own insecurities. If she acts like she's the best, then other people might think that way too. Right? Yettle? Please just tell me you like my poems. I don't care if you hate them. Just please tell me I'm the best. I just really need to hear that from someone. I know it sounds stupid, but there's a reason I never shared my poems before this. Natsuki, because nobody ever takes them seriously. What's the point in sharing my poems if people just laugh and say, that's so cute, just like you, Natsuki? Sometimes I don't want to be cute, but nobody understands that. I try really hard when I write. The style doesn't matter. The emotions are there. Why can't anyone see that? Natsuki trails off. Maybe it's because her lips started to quiver. I look down. Her fists are clenched really tightly. Hey, Natsuki, if you're not careful, you'll rip your own poem. I gently grab the poem with my hands until she relaxes her grip on it. I place it flat on the desk and smooth out the wrinkles she put into it. Don't read it. Before I can pick it back up, Natsuki snatches the poem up from the desk. It's not any good. And I know you hate my poems, so you don't have to read this one, okay? But I want to read it. Why? Because I like your poems. I really do. Why would I judge you for your style? It's not like my own style is anything crazy. It's true that the first time I read one of your poems, I didn't look much into it. But I know you better now. I think I might need to adjust where this is. There we go. And it's wrong for Yuri to think your style is more amateur than hers. And Sayuri, she always means well, but sometimes she's so focused on simple happiness that she doesn't understand what people really want. Yeah, I guess I never really thought about how hard it is for you. Okay, so I did read it. I thought it was someone else saying that. And I'm sorry if I was part of that problem. I understand now. You're not just cute, you're a lot more than that. Ah, Natsuki, you're doing it again. Once again, Natsuki clutches her poem a little too hard. She looks down, hiding her eyes from me. I never realized how difficult this was for her. But finally, she forces herself to extend her arms and set the poem on the table. You can read it, just turn that way. I don't want you to look at my face right now. Okay. I'll be your beach. Your mind is so full of troubles and fears that diminishes your wonder over the years. But today I have a special place. A beach for us to go. A shore reaching beyond your sight. A sea that sparkles with brilliant light. The walls in your mind will melt away before the sunny glow. I'll be the beach that washes your worries away. I'll be the beach that you daydream about each day. I'll be the beach that makes your heart leap in a way you thought had left you long ago. Let's bury your heavy thoughts in a pile of sand, bathe in sunbeams, and hold my hand. Wash your insecurities in the salty sea, and let me see your sunshine. Let's leave your memories in a footprint trail, set you free in my windy sail, and remember the reasons you're wonderful when you press your lips up to mine. Yeah. I'll be the beach that washes your worries away. I'll be the beach that you daydream about each day. I'll be the beach that makes your heart leap in a way you thought had left you long ago. But if you let me by your side, your own beach, your own escape, you'll learn to love yourself again. Yeah, I felt like I kept writing about negative things, so I wanted to write something with a nice message for once. Besides, the beach is awesome. Kind of hard to write anything negative about the beach. So you decided to write about the beach first and then came up with the message later? Yeah, well, it's not because of what happened yesterday. Wait. It's only because of what happened yesterday. I mean, after Yuri and I realized we kind of wrote about the same thing, she wanted to pick a topic and have both of us write about it or whatever. The thing is, I don't know what she wrote about yesterday because she never showed it to us. Like, we asked her and she was just like, no, not gonna show it to you. No, not my poem, not for you, You can really see her doing that too. Making us write about a simple topic and then trying to impress me by coming up with something all fancy. Well, it's not like I care. I just did it anyway. I mean, I guess mine ended up being kind of metaphorical too. But there's nothing wrong with doing that once in a while. At the very least, it was good practice. Who should I show my poem to next? Sayori. This is your best one so far. It's really nice, Gero. Thanks. So you've been a little quiet today. Is everything alright? Of course. Everything's fine. Maybe I'm just a little tired today. Do you want to nap or something? No, that's silly. Don't worry about me, okay? I only want to see smiles on your face. Well, alright. Hey, Gero. I'm still surprised. I really thought that you would try writing poems like the way Yuri does. Or even Natsuki. But in the end, yeah. I guess you're the one who likes this one the most. Why? You don't want to get closer with everyone else? Wait, of course I do. But that doesn't mean I need to try so hard to impress them. I still understand you the most. I know you have to sometimes put up with me. And I have to sometimes put up with you, but we have a wavelength or something. And this is how the poem came out. Sometimes it feels like you're the only exciting thing in my life. So sometimes it's just easier to write when thinking about you. Sayori? No. Gero, I don't deserve this. You're too nice to me. Why are you doing this? Sayori has trouble keeping her voice steady all of a sudden. If you had fun with everyone else instead, this would be so much easier. Sayori. I glance around the room to make sure nobody has noticed this. Sayori. I've probably never said this before, but I don't understand what you're feeling right now. Please tell me what will cheer you up. Sayori shakes her head. She sniffles and keeps shaking her head. Finally, she gathers herself and puts on a smile. It's nothing, Gero. It's just a little rain cloud. I'm sorry you had to see that. I promise it won't happen again. Just smiles from everyone, okay? That's all that matters. Go play with everyone else. I'm gonna go home a little bit early today. Sayori, tell Monica I wasn't feeling well, okay? I'll see you tomorrow. Before I can say anything else, Sayori cheerfully walks out of the classroom, humming to herself. Who should I show my poem to next? Yuri doesn't look too enthusiastic about spending time with me. I guess if she changes her mind, she'll come to me. But I should leave her be for now. Who should I show my poem to next? Hi, Gero. Have you thought about what poem you want to submit to perform at the festival? Well, being in this club is one thing, but performing in front of a bunch of people, I'll have to give it some more thought. Okay, no pressure. But whatever you do, I'm sure it'll turn out great. It would also make me happy to see you. Anyway, let's take a look at today's poem. Sure. I let Monica take my poem I'm holding in my hands. It's kind of funny. How so? No, not the poem. I mean, it's funny how your poems and Sayori's poems have been getting more and more similar to each other every day. I'm surprised you're so in sync with her. Then again, you've been spending a lot of time together lately, haven't you? Yeah, I guess you could say that. Although we kind of grew up as best friends, I haven't been seeing as much of her this past year. But since I joined the club, we've been spending a lot of time together again. Ah, I see. That reminds me. How Sayori's been a little off today? Yeah, did she tell you something? Well... Yeah, you haven't been flirting with her, have you? No. I've been treating her like I always do. Alright, just making sure. I know how much you care about her. It would be terrible if something bad happened to her, so keep an eye on her. Sayori's been acting so much happier ever since you joined the club. What could have happened all of a sudden? Well, never mind. This really isn't the time to be talking about this. Anyway, I'll share my poem with you now, alright? Alright. The lady who knows everything. An old tale tells of a lady who wanders earth. The lady who knows everything. A beautiful lady who has found every answer, all meaning, all purpose, and all that was ever sought. And here I am, a feather, lost adrift the sky, victim of the currents of the wind. Day after day I search with little hope, knowing legends don't exist. But when all else has failed me, when all others have turned away, the legend is all that remains. The last dim star glimmering in the twilight sky. Until one day the wind ceases to blow, I fall, and I fall, and fall, and fall, and even more. Gentle as a feather, a dry quill expressionless. But a hand catches me between the thumb and forefinger. The hand of a beautiful lady. I look her in the eyes and find no end to her gaze. The lady knows everything. The lady who knows everything knows what I am thinking. Oh yeah, she knows everything. Before I can speak, she responds in a hollow voice. I have found every answer, all of which amount to nothing. There is no meaning and there is no purpose. And all we seek is... And we seek only the impossible. I'm not your legend does not exist. And with a breath, she blows me back afloat, and I pick up a gust of wind. You know, I feel like learning and looking for answers are the sort of things that give life meaning. Not to get too philosophical or anything, but it was kind of on my mind, so I wrote about it. I see. I never really put much thought into it. In a way, it's almost paradoxical, because if we had all the answers, wouldn't the world start to lose its meaning? Because, you know, there's one thing I noticed. It seems like everyone in the club prefers writing about things that are more sad than happy. Are you surprised? I mean, if everything was okay, we wouldn't really have anything to write about, would we? Yeah, we would. You can write about what a nice day you had and what a great donut you ate the other day. Humans aren't two-dimensional creatures. I think you'd know that better than anyone. You mean one-dimensional? Ah, yeah, that. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Are you ever too shy to share your writing because you're afraid it's not that good? It can be really disheartening to get lukewarm response to something you put so much effort into. But if you find other people who enjoy writing, then sharing becomes a lot easier. Because instead of just telling you that your writing is good or bad or okay, they'll want to focus more on everything that went into it and the things that you can work on. It's much more encouraging that way, and it will make you want to continue improving. It's almost like having your own little literature club, don't you think? That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. Thanks, Monica. Okay, you there, you three. We're all done sharing poems, right? Why don't we start figuring out... Hold on a second. Is it just me, or did you say something strange just now? Eh? Something did sound a bit unusual. That's right. You deviated from your usual catchphrase when addressing the club. Catchphrase? I don't have a catchphrase. Jeez, why is the mood so weird today? Look, even Yuri isn't immune to it. Stagnating air is common foreshadowing that something terrible is about to happen. In your books, maybe. Look, the only thing different is that Sayuri isn't here. It seems you're right. Rah, sigh. Sayuri always helping lighten the mood a little bit, doesn't she? It's almost like everyone's balance is thrown off a little when she's not around. Where the heck did she run off to anyway? I thought she would just went to pee. Natsuki, please show some decency. Oh, come on. She actually wasn't feeling too well and went home early. Is that so? I hope she's alright. Seriously? Of all times to not go home with her, you pick the time she's not feeling well? So much for you two being all lovey-dovey. No. First of all, stop misunderstanding my friendship with Sayuri. And second, she's kind of been avoiding me today, so I don't want to force it. That curious expression coming from Yuri of all people. Calm down, you guys. I talked to her earlier and everything's fine. What did she say? Anyway, we need to figure out the rest of the festival preparations, so let's decide what everyone will be doing this weekend. I already know what I'm doing. That's right. Natsuki will be making cupcakes. But we might need a lot of them, and different flavors. Can you handle that all by yourself, Natsuki? Challenge accepted. As for myself, I'm going to be printing and assembling all the poetry pamphlets. Sarah will be helping me design them. As for Yuri, you can, guys, can you help me come up with something for Yuri? I'm useless. No, that's not it at all. You're the most talented person here, you know? Now Natsuki's pouting too. Jeez, I can't. Even I can tell now. I guess I gave Sayuri enough credit, but I never gave Sayuri enough credit, but I can tell things are even harder on you when she's not around. That may be the case, but I can't also be the leader on my own. Then I won't grow as a person. So, Yuri, you have beautiful handwriting, you know? So you should make some banners and decorations to help set the atmosphere. About that, I love atmosphere. Yuri's expression suddenly changes and she stares at her desk in focus and starts nodding to herself. Atmosphere. Your mind is already racing, I see. That's great. You'll be a wonderful help, Yuri. But anyway, that just leaves you, Geru. The one who is truly useless. Don't say that. In fact, both Natsuki and Yuri have some pretty heavy tasks to handle. It would probably go a long way to give one of them a hand. You could always help me out as well. I would be really appreciative of that. That's Monica suggesting I spend the weekend with one of my club members. How on earth are they going to respond to a suggestion like that? I suppose I wouldn't mind a bit of help. Well, if you don't know how, even if you don't know how to bake, there's always some dirty work I could give you. It's not like Monica's going to give me a choice, and you shouldn't be sitting on your butt anyway. Natsuki tries to mumble a bunch of excuses like that. If I recall, Natsuki, you mentioned that you would like to handle baking on your own. Geru might not like to be around you if you only make him out to be a nuisance. So therefore, he may be more suited to assisting with the decorations. Hold on, I never said that. How hard could it be to make a few decorations anyway? Sounds more like you're just making excuses for Geru to... What are you saying? It would be extremely meticulous work. And baking isn't? Just what do you think? Guys, let's settle down for a moment. In the end, it's up to Geru to decide how he likes to contribute. Besides, he hasn't really gotten any chance to spend time with me yet, you know? So I'm sure he's interested in... You literally just said, I'm surprised as well. Sorry. I was just saying though, geez, can we just settle this already? Yeah. Geru, are you okay with this, right? In the end, it's up to you. Of course. Very well. In that case, everyone looks straight at me. But of course I'm going to go with... I want to bake I do not have good handwriting. Yuri cannot benefit from me in any way. And also, Monica, I don't know what the fuck she's doing. And she has Sayuri. And also, I don't think she wants to see me right now. Oh, baking sounds like it could be fun. And you guys made it sound like a lot of work, so it could probably use 2 people. Baking is a shit ton of work. Don't worry, baking is a ton of fun. You'll definitely agree. Eh? Just a minute ago you were saying that. That's because... Never mind, okay? Anyway. You'll be fine by yourself, right, Yuri? Of course. I'm used to it after all. That's good. Even though Yuri is being more melodramatic, it's a little hard not to feel bad. So that's everything, right? Everything else we need to talk about? No, I think that's it. You guys excited? Yeah, everything except the performance is gonna be awesome. I don't think that really counts. What are you talking about, kiddo? Me? I guess you could say I'm interested to see how it'll turn out. That's good enough for me. What about you, Yuri? Yuri? He's still sulking. And so he starts pouting too. It's not like that big of a deal or anything. Well, it might not be just that. I think Yuri might have just been feeling a little underappreciated in general, having to come up with something for her to do and then nobody offering to help. That doesn't mean... Natsuki glances back and forth between everyone with a worried expression. Look. Natsuki goes over and puts her hands down on Yuri's shoulders. Yuri, you're really the most talented one here, and you're going to help make everything a lot more fun and welcoming. I mean, the cupcakes will probably help a lot too, but you're gonna make the atmosphere special. That'll be really important for the way that people feel during the performances. So, you need to stop being dumb and give yourself a little more credit. Natsuki releases her hands and turns around to face the other direction. You didn't really mean that, did you? Oh, not really, but Yuri isn't the only one surprised. Monika and I are also taken aback by Natsuki's words. Natsuki of all people to be saying such encouraging things. Yeah. Okay, that's what I read. But I begin to understand. Natsuki was trying to sound like Sayori. Even if it didn't work perfectly, I can tell that she tried to say something Sayori would at a time like this. Because Sayori always helps everyone smile and feel good about themselves. I'm sorry for being dumb. I'm gonna do my best. And all of us are going to make a really great event. Yeah. Yeah. I hope to see everyone do their best. But with that, there is nothing more for today. So I guess it's time for us to head out. Okay, but I'm staying here a bit longer. I barely got to do any reading today, so fair enough. There's nothing wrong with that. Everyone packs up their things. I start to follow Monika and Yuri out the door as they chat between each other. Where are you going? Eh? We still need to figure out our plans for this weekend. You literally would have gotten home and realized you didn't even have a way to contact me. That's true. I have no idea how that slipped my mind. Jeez, good thing I stopped you. I'm giving you my number, okay? You'd better not make it weird or anything. Why would I do that? Natsuki gives me her number. Okay, I'm coming over on Sunday. I'll bring all the ingredients. Wait, you're coming to my house? Well, yeah. What's wrong with that? I mean, I just figured that since I'm the one helping, it would be going to your house. Yeah, right. Like I could have a guy over at my house. My dad would kill me. Really? It's kind of strict if you ask me. Yeah, how do you think I feel? I can't do anything with my dad's home. Anyway, I just need to complain for a second. We have each other's numbers now, and that's all I need from you. I guess I'll text you when I'm coming over. Alright, that's fine. Yeah, I'm really gonna show you why I love baking so much. So you better look forward to it. Oh? Didn't you say you were just gonna give me the dirty work? Well, I was just saying that. It's not like I could act like that and act like in front of other people that I was looking forward to this. Wait, really? Well, kind of. Just because I never got to bake with someone else before. That's all, so. Alright, I get it. Sorry for overreacting. Anyway, I'll be heading out now. See you on Sunday. Never mind. I can't believe this. Natsuki's going to be coming to my house on Sunday. My anxiety shoots through the roof. Even though I've gotten pretty used to handling her at this point, there's no telling what might end up happening. We're outside of school. More than that, she told me that she was looking forward to it. Is this the chance I have to make something happen between us? You're just baking cupcakes. Or is it too early for that? Only time will tell, but until then, I won't be able to take it off my mind. Seriously, I can't wait. We're just baking cupcakes. It's not that serious. It's already Sunday. Oh man, something about trying to talk so much. My throat just gets sore. I might have to make some tea again over the ad break, which will be in like 10 minutes. I've been getting increasingly anxious about Natsuki's upcoming visit. I keep telling myself there's no reason to be nervous, but it doesn't help much. Actually, no, it's like 5. I wonder if she'll act any different when it's just the two of us. Meanwhile, she's been texting me a lot. We sent each other one after another, exchanging numbers to double check it, but it turned into conversation. She's almost a different person. She's almost a different personality on the phone, using tons of emojis and cute language. She also really likes complaining about things, but I kind of saw that one coming. But putting Natsuki aside, I haven't heard anything from Sayori since she left the club the other day. It's not like we text each other all the time or anything, but I'm worried about her in the back of my mind. Between what Sayori said and what Monica said, is it really okay for me to put Sayori's feelings aside when she might need me? I decided to visit Sayori before Natsuki comes over. Rather than asking, I simply tell her I'm coming over, much like we've done in the past. Once I reach Sayori's house, I knock on the door before entering myself. Again, we used to play so often that we made it a habit to simply enter each other's houses like we were family. The house is quiet. There isn't anywhere on the first floor, so I assume she's up in her room. It's strange of her to not run down and greet me. I head up to her bedroom and I finally find her. Sayori? Hi, Geru. I sit down in her room. Sayori forces a smile, but it's easy to tell that she's different. There is a minute of silence between us. You haven't come over like this in a long time, have you? I guess you're right. It's been a long time. Not much has really changed, has it? Sayori's room's messy as always been. I also recognize the same stuffed animals and wall decorations that she's had for years now. If you came over more often, it wouldn't be such a mess. It's not that much of a mess. That's because I ended up cleaning it for you. How come you suddenly wanted to come over today? Oh wait, how come you suddenly wanted to come over today? Aren't you supposed to see Natsuki today? Yeah, but wait, how do you know about that? Sayori has already left by the time we decided to that last meeting. Monica told me, it's only natural for her to keep me informed about the festival preparations, right? That's true. But what about you? Aren't you going to help Monica today? Of course, but I'm just helping her online. We didn't plan to meet up or anything. So it's just me and Natsuki then. Yep. There's more silence between us. Sayori stares in a random direction. Everything about her behavior is really uncharacteristic. I finally get to the point. I just wanted to see how you were doing after you left on Friday. When something's wrong, you can't hide it from me. I know you too well. So, Sayori smiles, shaking her head. That's no good, Geru. Eh? You can't just be like it's always been. Oh, why can't it just be like it's always been? This is all my fault. If I didn't get so weak and accidentally express my feelings, if I didn't make that stupid mistake, then you wouldn't have been worried about me at all. Then you wouldn't have come here. You wouldn't have been thinking about me right now. But this is just my punishment, isn't it? I'm getting punished for being so selfish. I'm thinking that's why the world decided to have you come over today. Oh no, there's shrimps filling the room. I just wanted to torture me. Sayori. I I grab Sayori by the shoulders. What on earth are you saying? There's shrimp filling the room. Are you listening to yourself right now? I know something happened to you. Look at all the shrimp. There's no other explanation for you to be like this except the shrimp. So tell me already. Until I know, I won't be able to stop thinking about it. Sarah gives me an empty smile. You really put me in a trap, Gero. But you're wrong. Nothing happened to me. I've always been like this. You're just seeing it for the first time. Seeing what? What are you talking about, Sayori? Hehe. You're really just going to make me say it, aren't you, Gero? I guess I have no choice this time. The thing is, I've had really bad depression my whole life. Did you know that? Why do you think I'm late to school every day? Because most days I can't even find a reason to get out of bed. What reason is there to do anything when I fully know how worthless I am? Why go to school? Why eat? Why make friends? Why make other people put their energy and caring to waste by having them spend it on me? That's what it feels like. And that's why I just wanted to make everyone happy, without anyone worrying about me. I'm in shock. I can't even figure out how to respond. How is it possible Sayori kept this from me the entire time I've known her? Oh, ads are gonna be coming up soon. Did she really want so bad for me to just not think about her? Why, Sayori? Why is it that you never told me about this? It's almost like, feels like I've been betrayed as your close friend. Because if I knew, I would have done everything I could to support you, even if there's only so much I could do. I would have tried a little bit harder to make every day a little better for you. That's why I'm your friend. Oh, ads. And I'm gonna go make tea. I've returned with tea. Ow, it's hot. Because last time that was like really good for my voice. All I had to do is tell me. You don't understand at all, Gero. Why do you think I didn't tell you? Because if I told you, then you would have to waste effort caring about me instead of doing important things. That's not wasting effort. I don't want to be cared about. It's bittersweet when people try to care about me. It feels nice sometimes, but it also feels like a bat being swung against my head. That's why I wanted so badly for you to make friends with everyone else. Helping everyone be happy together is the best thing for me. But then I discovered something else too. Saying you make friends and get close with everyone in the club, it feels like a spear going through my heart. So that's why I decided the world just wants to torture me. Every path leads to nothing but hurt. You're right that I don't understand. I don't understand your feelings at all, Sayori. But I don't need to understand. Wait. That was a little too close to my stream deck. Whatever it takes for me to help you stop hurting. That's what I'll do. No, Gero. There's nothing. Nothing at all. The only thing that could have helped me is if everything could be like it always was. But I was selfish. I finally showed you what a horrible person I am. Tears streaked down Sayori's face. I made you join the literature club because I was selfish. And I was punished by my heart hurting in a way that I couldn't understand. And now you came here and I made you hurt too. I'm just weak and selfish. That's all I am. That's why I'm going to accept these punishments. Because I deserve at least one. Without thinking, once again, I grab Sayori's shoulders. This time I pull her into a tight embrace. Gero. Sayori. I don't care if you feel like a selfish. I'm really happy you convinced me to join the club. Seeing you every day makes it worthwhile enough. If I make friends with everyone else, then that's just a bonus. But please never underestimate how much I care about you. I wouldn't have it any other way. Quiero. Sayori isn't hugging me back. Yeah, you just kind of grabbed her. Despite my arms being wrapped around her, Sayori's arms remain at her sides. She starts sobbing next to my ear. No, don't do this to me. Please don't do this to me, kiddo. Sayori barely manages to speak between her sobs. I don't know if I'm doing the right thing. You're not. But all I want is for her to know that I care. If you have it in you to call yourself selfish, then you have to let me be selfish too. No matter what it takes, I'll figure out what needs to change. I'll make these feelings go away. And if there's anything that you need me to do, then you'd better tell me. I'll get mad if you don't. I don't know. Gently, Sayori finally puts her arms around me in return. I don't know anything. It's all really scary. I don't understand any of my feelings, kiddo. The only time I'm not feeling nothing is when I'm feeling pain. But your hugs are so warm. And that's really scary too. Sayori lets me go. And as she does, I let her go as well. The festival's tomorrow. Yeah. It's gonna be fun, right? Yeah. How would you like for me to spend it all with you? That's what I want. I promise. I think that would be nice then. Sayori wipes her eyes. If I could spend the whole day here, I would. Of all days, this has to be the one where I have other plans. Oh man, the cupcakes, they can't wait. Maybe I should cancel. No, don't. Please don't. If you did that, then I really wouldn't forgive you. But it's almost time for Natsuki to meet me at my house. At the very least, do you want to come along and help out? It'd be fun. To my surprise, Sayori shakes her head. I'm sorry. I don't know if that would be very good for me today. You understand, right? Kind of hard for me to fully understand, but I'm trying my hardest. It's okay. Don't worry about it. Don't worry too much about it. I'll see you tomorrow, okay? Yeah, I'll see you tomorrow. I look forward to it. I say goodbye to Sayori and exit her house. On the way home, I find myself feeling uneasy. But it's hard for me to keep thinking about it when Natsuki is about to come over too. I think Sayori's right. I shouldn't be worrying too much. And we're definitely gonna have a great time tomorrow. I should just focus on what's ahead of me. I spent only a few minutes back at my home, anxiously awaiting Natsuki's arrival. Before I know it, she texts me to let me know she's outside my front door. Without delay, I opened the door to let her in. Sup? Hey. I don't know what I was expecting, but seeing Natsuki in something other than her school uniform totally threw me off. Wearing such cute clothes makes the uniform seem totally unfitting in comparison. Jeez, don't make me feel so awkward, okay? Wait. Don't make it feel so awkward already. It's gonna be a long afternoon, so don't be weird just because you're not used to seeing me outside of school. Anyway, I'm coming in. Oh, they have a full kitchen. I see you brought a lot of stuff. Natsuki's carrying a large bag that is probably full of baking supplies. Well, I didn't want to come all this way just to find out your kitchen isn't equipped for the job. So you bought everything I asked you to, right? Yeah, I did. Yesterday, Natsuki asked me to buy a bunch of ingredients if I didn't already have them at home. Good. Glad I could count on you to do your part. Well, of course. I'm surprised to hear Natsuki suddenly say that rather than something snarky like she usually does. Could it be that she's a little different outside of school after all? Anyway, let's go to the kitchen. What, you're not even gonna offer to take this heavy bag from me? Where's your hospitality, kiddo? Come on. Since when did I need to be a gentleman? I grab the bag Natsuki holds out to me. Wait, I gotta drink something. Okay. This is ridiculously heavy. I carried that all the way here. Are you impressed? I see you now. Yeah, I'm impressed, Natsuki. It seems like I always underestimate you. Hey. My tea needs to cool down a little still. It's because I'm so small, isn't it? You jerk. Natsuki hits a fist into my chest. Hey. Besides, has nothing to do about it. Do you really hate being small that much? Yeah. It's not like I hate it. I mean, sometimes I like proving people wrong when they only think I'm worth my size. It's fun when I get to be small and also better than other people. But, geez, never mind. What are you making me say? Don't think you can make me talk about weird things just because we're not at school. Are we getting started or what? There's a lot of stuff I gotta teach you. Haha, what? That's a little bit more like you. You're more fun when you just speak your mind like that. Hey. Oh my god, sorry. Now you are treating me like a kid. I was trying to be a little nicer to you, you know. And just because I don't have a mature, sexy figure like Yuri does, doesn't mean you should treat me like... Natsuki catches her words and her face turns red. Natsuki, forget it. I didn't say anything. I should apologize, eh? I appreciate that you were trying to be nicer. I should have been a little more considerate too. But also, if that's what you're thinking about, then you should know that there are tons of guys that are into body types like yours. Creepy. How would you know that anyway? Yeah, I agree. I agree, Natsuki. Who else? Let's just get started already. Haha. You get all sour when girls call you gross. I finally found your weakness, Gero. Natsuki smiles deviously. But if Natsuki decides to dish out more insults like that, there's no way I'm not fighting back. But she's satisfied enough for now. Finally starting to pull things out of her bag so we can get started. Before long, the whole kitchen's a mess. Spoons, dirty bowls, flour, spilled fluid, and plastic bags are strewn about every countertop. They're really not good at cooking if they make such a big mess. I cook sometimes. Not often, but sometimes. And it does not turn into that big of a mess. The mixer isn't big enough to make all the batter at once. I want a mixer. That would be fun. So we had to do it several times. Meanwhile, Natsuki is babysitting all of my movements to make sure I don't mess up her precious baking. Gero, where did you put the food coloring? The batter is going in the oven soon, so I need to fill the trays. I think it's in the bag next to the table. What are you using it for? To color the batter, of course. I'm making each tray a different color. That way, even if the flavors aren't different, everyone can still pick their favorite. Ah, that's a cute idea. Are we doing anything like that with the icing? Do you want to? You're asking me? I don't really have a preference, so... Come on. You're not putting any heart into this at all. Can you at least try to have fun? I'm having fun. I'm not really sure what Natsuki is trying to get out of me. Meanwhile, I see her separate the batter into small bowls and put a few drops of food coloring into each. Ah, that does look cool. See? It's not like baking is just about following instructions. The presentation is where you get to be creative and have the most fun. It's a million times more worth it in the end if just looking at it makes everyone's eyes lighten up. Like the ones you made my first day. I recall Natsuki proudly presenting her cat-shaped cupcakes and Sayori and Monika's delighted expressions. I wonder if I can make Natsuki proud like that too. Yeah. Maybe I will use the food coloring then. Sounds like you're starting to understand. Just make sure you completely finish mixing the icing before you mess with the food coloring. Yeah, you can also turn it into butter if you do it too much. Like really weird sweet butter. Yeah, it's getting there. We're using an electric mixer for the batter, so I got stuck with a whisk and a huge bowl for the icing. I feel like the batter is better to do by hand than the icing in the mixer. Eh? The icing's still all lumpy. Oh wait, I got a message. Sorry. Okay. Are you even trying? Well, yeah. It just takes a little longer. Jeez, I'll be here all night if you do it like that. Here, look. Natsuki grabs the whisk from me and uses her other hand to tilt the bowl back. You really need to beat the crap out of it. After a few seconds, the consistency of the icing has already improved. See? As if to emphasize, Natsuki sticks a finger in the icing and pops it in her mouth. I reluctantly start to do the same. Hey! Natsuki suddenly grabs my wrist. I don't want your gross fingers in my icing. Your icing? Are you forgetting who did all the work? I start to fight back, trying to inch my finger towards the bowl. Don't make me beat the crap out of you next. I'd like to see you try. I push a little harder, just enough for my finger to reach the icing. I triumphantly scoop some up with my finger, just as Natsuki tugs with all her might. Ah, the force of Natsuki pulling me causes me to stumble, making her stumble in turn. Gross. You got it on my face. Whose fault is that? There's a big blob of icing on Natsuki's cheek. Nyeh. Tries to reach it with her tongue, but it's too far away. Jeez. You know what? Take this. Natsuki instead wipes it off with her finger before shoving her finger towards my own face. You wish. I'm faster. I grab her wrist with my hand before it reaches my face. Natsuki tries to use her other hand to fight back, but I grab that one as well. Aha, stop. Not until you apologize for calling me gross. Fine. I'm sorry for calling you gross. You know I didn't mean it. It's just fun seeing you react to it. You do that to me all the time, you know. Saying dumb things just to get a reaction out of me. You really shouldn't tease girls like that. Is that so? In that case, I probably shouldn't do this either. I take Natsuki's finger and put it on my mouth, licking off the icing. Yeah, it's kind of weird. What? Did you seriously just, Natsuki is so surprised she can't even figure out how to get mad at me. Her face is entirely red. Quiero. You really shouldn't do that kind of thing to girls unless you really like them. You know that, right? What kind of question is she asking me just like that? How did the mood turn to this so quickly? Because you fucking held her hands and then licked icing off of her finger. It's kind of weird. Natsuki gazes at me in silence. I notice her shallow breaths. Why am I starting to feel so dizzy? Eh? Out of nowhere, the fire alarm starts going off. Natsuki rushes over to the oven. Is something burning? I thought you didn't put the cupcakes in yet. No wonder. You left a dirty tray in here, dummy. How could you make a mistake like that? You should have checked before turning the oven on. Don't blame me for your mistakes. Jeez. Natsuki uses an oven mitt to grab the blackened tray out of the oven. She sets it on top of the stove. In another moment, the fire alarm stops. Anyway, I'm putting them in the oven now. Yeah. The tension from the moment before still lingers over our heads. But the moment has already been lost. I watch as Natsuki slides the cupcake tray into the oven. Then I reluctantly pick up the whisk and continue with the icing like nothing ever happened. It smells so good. The cupcakes are ready to be pulled out of the oven. As soon as Natsuki opens the door, a blast of sweet-smelling warm air fills the room. Look at how cute they all look. She proudly shows off the different colored cupcakes in each tray. They'll look even better once we add the icing. It's not like you need to tell me that. I brought decoration stuff, so I hope you can get creative. Here, scoop the icing into these bags. Natsuki hands me some plastic bags. I have these nozzles that'll make it look nice and fluffy. This one can even make flowers. We probably shouldn't be using it this time though. What's this one for? I pick up one of the nozzles that has a much thinner tip than the others. That one's really thin so you can make stripes or other patterns. You can also use it to write stuff on a cake. Like happy birthday or whatever. Oh, I see. That gives me an idea actually. Well, it's a literature club. Well, it's a literature event, right? We could make more literature themed by writing a different word on each of the cupcakes. It would be fun to see people choose their cupcake based on the word they like. Ooh. I was kind of expecting you to say something really stupid, but that's actually a really cute idea, so maybe I'm getting it from you. What's that supposed to mean? It's not cute. Come on. We're not at school, nobody's judging. You can't dress and act like this and not expect me to think you're cute. Well, Natsuki's voice trails off. Same with you. Did you say something? No, nothing. Let's just get to the ice. Natsuki picks up the pace and fastens the nozzle onto each of the bags. There's a lot to do, so we shouldn't be wasting time. Here, I'll show you how to do it. Without giving me a chance to think about before, Natsuki quickly moves on. She shows me how to apply the icing, and then we each get to work. When we're finally finished, Natsuki puts them all aside to admire our work. Look how pretty they look together. I want to make cupcakes. I just want to have cupcakes. Oh man. Maybe I should get ingredients to make cupcakes. I wish I could have done one now. I wish I could have one now. There's no reason you can't, right? I don't see any harm in that. Yeah, but my dad's making dinner tonight, so I really need to save my appetite. There is the exact opposite in that regard. If she was here, we'd probably be down 10 cupcakes already. And she would still eat dinner. Come on, that's just unhealthy. Besides, when my dad cooks, I need to eat as much of it as I can. Well, anyway, I was hoping, well, we would have time for manga, but I need to go home for dinner. Already? That's a shame. Is your fault for working so slowly? You should have thought about that. It's not like you always have this chance. Man. As usual, Natsuki places the blame on me. You can bring the cupcakes tomorrow, right? If you and Sayuri each carry some, then you can probably do it in one trip. Yeah, I can do that. And don't worry, I won't let her eat any. Ha. I wish she would listen to me that way, the way she listens to you. Yeah. Again, I think back to the conversation I had with Sayuri earlier today. I felt so helpless. Sarah always does listen to me, but at that point, it felt like she couldn't listen to me at all. Okay, I'm all packed up. Good work today. You too. I'll walk you out, I guess. Just like that, Natsuki's already about to leave. It feels like the afternoon went by in a flash. More than that, did I even take the opportunity to get closer to her like I wanted? I mean, you fucking licked icing off her hand. That's kind of gross and weird. Well, I guess I'll be off then. Okay, I might need to contact my maintenance company. I think there's a bird making a nest right outside my window. Or lives right outside my window. I don't know if that's a great place for you to live, bird. Okay. Thanks for all the help and everything. I'll see you tomorrow. Wait, Natsuki. What you said before about not having this chance? It doesn't have to be like that way at all. I had fun today. You showed me how fun baking can be, like you wanted. But aside from that, you can come over anytime, okay? I think that if possible, I like to spend more time like this. If you want to read manga or go out somewhere, do you really mean that? Natsuki looks at me tensely, like she's trying to hide her expression. Yeah, I want to spend more time with you. Ew. I thought you only cared about getting this done. Oh, I'm sorry, I had to leave so early. I really didn't want to. I would really stay here longer if I could. I feel the same way as you do, so. I can see all your pixels. Natsuki suddenly gets closer to me. Wait, Natsuki. Standing inches from me, Natsuki looks up at me. I feel her fingers gently clutch at the sides of my shirt as if she's holding on to me. Her rose-colored cheeks and matching eyes fill my vision, along with her slightly parted lips. What is happening? My head starts to go dizzy as I feel her soft breaths against me. I've felt it For a while now. Yeah. Natsuki suddenly jumps back. Sayori? Eh? Okay. Ah. Hi, Keru. Sayori. Just now. We weren't. Oh, that was me. Just now, we weren't. It's okay, Keru. I just stopped by to say hi. Well, you shouldn't have come a little earlier. I'm already on my way out, so... Oh, really? That's too bad. Yeah, well... I'll still see you at the festival tomorrow, so it's fine. Just don't eat any cupcakes before then. Anyway, later. Clearly flustered, Natsuki hurries off, and Sayori waves goodbye. Sorry, I thought you didn't want to come over today. Well, I tried staying in my room, but imagination was being really mean to me, so I had to come here to see it for myself. See what? What are you talking about? You know, how much fun you were having with Natsuki, and how close you got with her. It makes me really happy. No, it doesn't. That you've made such good friends. This reaction does not seem like you're very happy. That's all that matters to me. Tears start to fall down Sayori's face. That's all that matters to me. Why am I feeling this way, Keru? I'm supposed to be happy for you. Why does it feel like my heart is splitting in half? It hurts so much. Everything hurts so much. This would be so much better if I could just disappear. Sorry, don't say that. It's true, Keru. If I wasn't here, then you wouldn't have to waste your sympathy on me. You wouldn't have to put up with me, like, being selfish. Monica was right. I should just... Monica? Monica was right about what? Sorry, what did... What? Oh. Monica? What I said before is true. I'm not going to let this continue. Caring about you like this isn't a burden your mind is making it out to be. It's something that makes me happy. It's something that I wouldn't trade for anything else. So even if it takes an entire lifetime, I'm going to be by your side until you don't feel any more pain. But... Sayori looks away. I put a hand on her shoulder to reassure her. I'm scared, Keru. I'm really scared. What are you scared of? I'm scared that I might like you more than you like me. Sorry? It's true, isn't it? I was weak and started to like you too much. I did this to myself. Keru, I like you so much I want to die. Well, we'll see how this ends. That's how I feel. And that's enough, Sayori. I don't want you to hurt anyone. I slide my hand down Sayori's arm and squeeze her hand in my own. Do you remember how I said I always know what's best for you? You still believe me? No, I don't actually. Wordlessly, Sayori nods. Even if you don't understand all of your own feelings, I know that you need the most right now. So that's what I'm gonna give you. A cupcake! A cupcake! You'll always be my best friend. What do you need the most is for things to be like they've always been. Monica told me the truth. She told me how much happier you seemed after I joined the club. I know you're struggling with some really difficult feelings right now, but please trust me that I know what's best and what will make you happy in the end. A lifetime of happiness. I promise to help get things back to the way they were. I see. Sayori forces a smile through an incredibly plain expression. Is this what feels like getting stabbed in the chest? I should write a poem about this. Sorry. It's okay. This is just my punishment, remember, for being so selfish. So please don't worry about these stupid feelings. I know you're right. I knew this whole time that there was no happiness down that path. That's why I came here, just so I could get the answer I needed to hear. And the other thing, you're also right that I just want to get back to I want it to go back to the way that it was. I realize that now. You really do know me better than anyone, Keru. I trust you with that. I trust you with anything. Anything at all. So, Sayori's smile finally breaks. All of a sudden, she turns around and drops to her knees. Ah! Touching her head with both her hands, she screams as loudly as she can. I'm shocked that don't know how to react. Sayori looks over her shoulder and flashes me one more weak smile before turning around and running off. Sayori. I'm left helplessly standing in front of my house. Why am I feeling so horrible about this? There's nothing more that I could have done. The most I can do is support Sayori through her feelings and help her on the path that's right. But I'm having as much trouble understanding Sayori's feelings as she is. Even though I can comfort her, I keep wondering if I should be doing something more or something different. I know these thoughts will continue to plague me until things are back to the way they were. I'm going to give it everything I got. Sayori will always be my dearest friend, and I'll do whatever it takes to put a smile on your face every day. It's finally the day of the festival. Of all days, I expected this to be one where I'd be walking to school with Sayori. But Sayori isn't answering her phone. I considered going to her house to wake her up, but decided that's a little too much. Meanwhile, the preparations for everything for the event should be nearly complete. I managed to carry all the cupcakes by myself by carefully stacking 2 trays. Natsuki is already texting up a storm, but I can't respond thanks to my hands being full. Funnily enough, I probably feel the same way as Natsuki about the event. I'm more excited for it to be over, so I could spend time with Sayori and Natsuki at the festival. But knowing Monica, I'm sure the event will be great too. It'll be great. Geru, you're the first one here. Thanks for being early. That's funny, I thought at least Yuri would be here by now. Monica is placing little booklets on each of the desks in the classroom. It must be the one she prepared that have all the poems we're performing. In the end, I found a random poem online that I thought Monica would like and submitted it. So that's the one I'll be performing. I'm surprised you didn't bring Sayori with you. Yeah, she overslept again. What a dummy. You'd think that on days this important she'd try a little harder. I say that, but suddenly I remember what Sayori told me yesterday, and I suddenly feel awful knowing it's not nearly that simple for her. If I only said it because that's the way I'm used to thinking. But maybe I should have gone to wake her up after all. Aha! You should take a little responsibility for her, Geru. I mean, especially after your exchange with her yesterday. You kind of let her hanging this morning. You know? Exchange. Monica, you know about that? Of course I do. I'm the club president after all. But I stammer, embarrassed. Sarah really tell her about it that quickly? About how I basically turned down her confession? That makes me really seem like a bad guy here. But I'm the only one who knows what's best for her, right? Jeez. You don't know the full story at all, so don't worry. I'll probably know a lot more than you think. Monica is being as friendly as usual, but for some reason I feel chill down my spine after hearing, hey, do you want to check out the pamphlets? They came out really nice. Yeah, sure. I grabbed one of the pamphlets laid out on the desk. Yeah, they really did. Something like this will definitely help people take the club more seriously. Very quiet, too. Yeah, I thought so, too. I flipped through the pages. Each member's poem is neatly printed on its own page, giving it an almost professional feel. I recognized Natsuki's and Yuri's poems as the ones they performed during our practice. What's this? I flipped to Sayori's poem. It's different from the one she practiced. It's one that I haven't read before. Percentage. Get out of my head, 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 get out of my head. Get out of my head, 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 get out of my head before I do what I know is best for you. Get out of my head before I listen to everything she said to me. Get out of my head before I show you how much I love you. Get out of my head before I finish writing this poem. But a poem is never actually finished. It just stops moving. What's this? Reading the poem, I get a pit in my stomach. Geru? What's wrong? Nothing. This poem feels completely different from everything else Sayori's written. But more than that, I changed my mind. I'm gonna go get Sayori, so, well, alright. Try not to take too long, okay? I quickly leave the classroom. Don't strain yourself. Monica calls out after me. I quicken my pace. What was I thinking? I should have tried a little bit harder for Sarah. It's not a big deal to at least wait for her or help her wake up. It's not even a simple gesture of walking to her. Even the simple gesture of walking her to school makes me feel really happy. Besides, I told her yesterday that things will be the same as they always been. That's all she needs. That's all I want to give her. I reach Sayuri's house and knock on the door. I don't expect an answer since she's not picking up her phone either. Like yesterday, I opened the door and let myself in. Sayuri. She really is a heavy sleeper. I swallow. I can't believe I ended up doing this after all. Waking her up in her own house. Isn't that a little bit more like something a boyfriend would do? In any case, it just feels right. Outside of Sayuri's room, I knock on her door. Sayuri, wake up, dummy. There's no response. I really didn't want to have to enter her room like this. Isn't it kind of a breach of privacy? But she really leaves me no choice. I gently open the door. Sayuri... Da 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 da. Da 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 da. What the hell? What the hell? Is this a nightmare? It has to be. This isn't real. There's no way this can be real. Sarah wouldn't do this. Everything was so normal up until a few days ago. So I can't believe my eyes are showing me. As I pressed the urge to vomit, yesterday I told Sarah I would be there for her. I told her that I know it's best and that everything will be okay. Then why? Why would she do this? Why would I be so helpless? What did I do wrong? Oh wait, I should probably... There we go. That has to be what pushed her over the edge. Her agonized scream still echoes in my ears. Why did I do that to her when she needed me the most? Why was I so shellfish? This is my fault. My swarming thoughts keep telling me everything I could have done to prevent this. If I just spent more time with her, I walked her to school and gave her what I know she wanted out of our relationship, and then I could have prevented this. I know I could have prevented this. Screw the literature club, screw the festival. I just lost my best friend. Someone I grew up with. She's gone forever now. Nothing I can do to bring her back. This isn't a game where I can reset or load and try different things. I only had a chance. I wasn't careful enough. And now I'll carry this guilt with me until I die. Nothing in my life is worth more than hers. But I still couldn't do what she needed from me. And now I can never take it back. Never, 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 never. End. Literature. Doki doki. Da 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 dun dun da da dun dun. Dun, da, 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 da. Maybe I should do... There we go. I see an annoying girl running towards me from a distance, waving her arms in the air like she's totally oblivious to any attention she might draw to herself. That girl is my neighbor and good friend since we were children. You know, the kind of friend that you never see yourself making today, but just kind of works out because you've known each other for so long. We used to walk to school together on days like this, but starting around high school, she would oversleep more and more frequently, and I would get tired of waiting up. But if she's going to chase after me like this, I almost feel bad at her running off away. However, I just sigh and idle in front of the crosswalk and like, catch up to me. It's It's an ordinary school day like any other. Mornings are usually the worst, being surrounded by couples and friend groups walking to school together. Meanwhile, I've always walked to school alone. I always tell myself about time. It's about time I made some girl or something like that. But I have no motivation to join any clubs. I'm perfectly content just being one of the average while spending my free time on games and anime. My tea is finally cooled off. But a perfectly normal game. Where everything is perfectly normal and nothing bad has happened. Yeah. The school day is as ordinary as ever, and it's over before I know it. After I pack up my things, I stare blankly at the wall looking for an ounce of motivation. Clubs. There aren't really any that interest me. Besides, most of them would probably be way too demanding for me to want to deal with. I guess I have no choice but to start with the anime club. Ghetto? Monica? Oh my goodness, I totally didn't expect you to see here. It's been a while, right? Yeah, it has. Monica smiles sweetly. We know each other. Well, we rarely talked, but we were in the same class last year. Monica was probably the most popular girl in class. Smart, beautiful, athletic. Basically completely out of my league. But having her smile at me so genuinely, it feels a little... What did you come in here for anyway? Oh, I've just been looking for some supplies to use for my club. Do you know there's any construction paper in here? Or markers? I guess you could check the closet. You're in the debate club, right? About that, I actually quit the debate club. Really? You quit? Yeah, to be honest, I can't stand all the politics around the major clubs. It feels like nothing but arguing about the budget and publicity and how to prepare for events. I'd much rather take something I personally enjoy and make something special out of it. In that case, what club did you decide to join? Actually, I'm starting a new one. A literature club! Yay! Literature? What sounds kind of dull. How many members do you have so far? It's kind of embarrassing, but there are only 3 of us so far. It's really hard to find new members for something that sounds so boring. I can see that. But it's really not that boring at all, you know. Literature can be anything. Reading, writing, poetry. I mean, one of my members even keeps her manga collection in the club room. Wait, really? Yeah, it's funny, right? She always insists that manga is literature too. I mean, she's not wrong, I guess. And besides, a member, right? Did Monica say she? Hey, Geru, by any chance, are you still looking for a club to join? I mean, I guess so, but in that case, is there any chance you could do me a big favor? I won't ask you to join, but could you at the very least visit my club? It would make me really happy. Please? I guess I have no reason to refuse. Besides, how could I ever refuse someone like Monica? Sure, I guess I'll check it out. Awesome. You're really sweet, Geru, you know that? It's nothing really. Shall we go then? I'll look for the materials another time. You're more important. And thus today marks the day I sold my soul to Monica and her irresistible smile. I dejectedly follow Monica across the school and upstairs, a section of the school I rarely visit. Monica, full of energy, swings open the classroom door. I'm back, and I brought a guest with me. A guest? Seriously, you brought a boy? Wait, kill the atmosphere. Don't be mean, Natsuki. But anyway, welcome to the club, Geru. All words escape me in this situation. This club is full of incredibly cute girls. So let me guess, you're Monica's boyfriend, right? What? No, I'm not. Natsuki. The girl with the sour attitude, whose name is apparently Natsuki, is one I don't recognize. Her small figure makes me think she's makes her look like a first-year student. Anyway, this is Natsuki, energetic as usual, and this is Yuri, the vice president. It's nice to meet you. Yuri, who appears comparably more mature and timid, seems to have a hard time keeping up with someone like Natsuki. Yeah, it's nice to meet both of you. I ran into Geru in a classroom and decided He decided to come check out the club. Isn't that great? Wait, Monica, didn't I tell you to let me know in advance before you brought anyone new? I was gonna let you know. Sorry. I didn't forget that, but I just happened to run into him. In that case, I should at least make some tea, right? Yeah, that would be great. Why don't you come sit down, Gero? The girls have a few desks arranged to form a table. Yuri walks to the corner of the room and opens the closet. Meanwhile, Monica and Natsuki sit across from each other. Still feeling awkward, I take a seat next to Monica. So I know you don't really plan on coming here, but we'll make sure you feel right at home, okay? As president of the literature club, it's my duty to make the club fun and exciting for everyone. I'm surprised there aren't more people in the club yet. It must be hard to start a new club. You could put it that way. Not many people are very interested in putting out all the effort to start something brand new. Especially when it's something that doesn't grab your attention like literature. You have to work hard to convince people that you're both fun and worthwhile. But that makes school events like the festival that much more important. I'm confident that we can really grow this club before we graduate. Right, Natsuki? Well, I guess. Natsuki reluctantly agrees. Such different girls, all interested in the same goal. Monica must have worked really hard just to find these two. Yuri returns to the table carrying a tea set. She carefully places a teacup in front of each of us before setting down the teapot in the middle. You keep a whole tea set in the classroom? Don't worry, the teacher gave us permission. After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea help you enjoy a good book? It does, and it also really soothes your voice. I forgot that there was tea in this. So relaxing, thank you. I'm starting to reach my yapping quota for the day. Let's just... There we go. I think I might have to call it here for today. We got to the part that I didn't want to stop right before we're at, so I'm happy about that. Let me see who's online this time of day on a Wednesday. Oh, Felix is online. Okay. Okay, there we go. Yeah, you can go say hi. I gotta rest my voice. Lots of talking tends to make my throat sore. Okay, I did save it. Yeah. Oh, we unlocked new music. That's great. But thank you for watching. I'll be back at least on Sunday at the latest with more of this. Yeah. And I'll see you next time.